Hey crafty friends, this is Gail. Welcome to my 2023 WIP Parade video. This channel is Wombat Hollow Crafts. We are all about cross stitch and crafting. So today is the 2023 WIP Parade. We're going to go through all of the projects that I have. I have 26 WIPs, so there is a big pile of WIPs here to show you. In fact, I took a photo of it just before, so I'll insert that photograph here. There's a lot, but 26 shouldn't be too bad. So I have made notations as to what WIPs I have worked on in 2023 and which WIPs I have not. I take photographs of all of my WIPs as of the 1st of January each year. So what I have done this morning, as I was getting everything out and prepped, ready to go, I made notations of those WIPs that I had worked on in 2023, and I have taken update photographs of those this morning. So I have those. I use those twofold so that I know what the progress status was at the start of each year, but also I do a finish video at the end of each year. And if I have carried over a WIP from a previous year, I will always put the photograph in of where it was at, what the progress was like as of the 1st of January in that particular year, and then obviously the finish. So I have uploaded my 2023 finish video. So if you want to have a look at that, that would be really appreciated. Just want to say a big hello to all of my new subscribers. I've received quite a few new subscribers of late, so thank you very much. Thank you to my regular subscribers and my OGs. Thank you so much. You come back every fortnight to watch my videos. It is very much appreciated. I know that WIP Parade videos generally get a lot more people watching them who aren't normally subscribers of the channel. So please, I encourage you, if you see the WIP Parade and find something that you like, feel free to go back and have a look at some older videos. And if you want to, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get all notifications, that would be very, very much appreciated. All right. So again, right off the bat, I do apologize if I have to stop this video at any time. Shane, my husband, is home. He's down the bottom of the property working, getting prepped in readiness for a big job that he has this coming week. So we have all 4 of the dogs running around the property at the moment. They get very excited when he's down the back. So if they do start barking, I will have to stop and recommence. So just a warning. But let's make a start, shall we? The very first one I'm going to pull out, and I've got my little WIP tracker cards for all of them. This one I have not stitched on at all this year. This is this chart is Celtic Banner by Butternut Road. Now, all of these are in somewhat chronological order. I did not start making paper records, like records of my stitching, until August of 2019. I still have quite a few WIPs that predate August 2019. So for those that predate that, I don't necessarily have all of the information in regards to what fabric, threads, when I actually started it. So essentially these were started prior to August 2019. So this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. It's quite a long piece. Now, unfortunately, I cannot tell you what fabric I'm stitching this on. I can tell you, though, it was a piece of fabric that I purchased specifically for this piece from one of the craft shows in Sydney back in the day. This was dyed specifically by Stitches and Spice, who are no longer dyeing fabric. They were an Australian, I think they were 2 sisters, and they used to dye all types of fabric. But unfortunately they don't dye fabric anymore. Now I am doing this, it looks like it's either a 32 or a 36 count. Don't know what the chart says, because it would definitely be the fabric as per the recommended on the chart. No, it's not, because the model was stitched on a 29 count, and this is definitely not a 29 count. I would say it's either a 32 or a 36, but I'm terrible at judging that unless I have it on paper in front of me. So I've done no work on this. This is using all of the recommended DMC, and there is some Karen wildflower threads on it. Full cross, 2/2. So that's where we're at with this one. I'll just do a close-up. So the Karen wildflowers are in this chunky overdyed thread. So you've got the alphabet and down to here. So I do apologise if you really wanted information on this fabric. You wouldn't be able to get it anymore anyway, but I do apologise for that. But as I said, I was at one of the Sydney craft shows, and I was walking around, and the Stitches and Spice store was there, and I saw this fabric, and I was like, and they actually had the model stitched on this fabric, and it was beautiful. Sorry, I have unzipped all of the project bags so that there'd be no zipping to get it out, but I do have to put them all back in, otherwise chaos will reign. And I'm just going to put my little, and apologise if you can hear that, the cockies are out and about. The weather here, it's been raining overnight, all night, and it is very grey and overcast, and cockies are out. And I'll tell you the project bags as I go through them. This is just a DMC project bag, like just a tapestry fabric DMC project bag. Okay, the next piece that I'm going to share with you, and I have stitched on this this year, not a great deal, but a little bit. This is Ink Circles, Cirque de Triangles. Again, this was started prior to August of 2019. It is on either, I can't tell you what linen, but I can tell you what I did do was I bought, and I've finished Cirque de Circles on this exact same fabric and thread colorway. I have Cirque de Triangles, and I also have Cirque de Diamonds in there somewhere. And I bought them all with the same fabric and the same thread. So I have them all kitted up, ready to go. Now, this one I have done a little bit of work on this in 2023. So what I'll do, I will share a photo of where it was as of the 1st of January 2023 here. Okay, so I haven't done a huge amount, but I have done some. So that's where we're at with this one now. Apologies if you can hear that barking. That's the neighbours 3 properties over. They've got 2 little miniature poodles. So they're obviously out the back running around barking like little heathens. They're not my boys and girls, because, you know, as my regular watchers know, they're very good little boys and girls, aren't they? In fact, Gracie, I've just heard her, she's just like slumped down in the laundry, which is the next room over. And I think Monty, Ollie and Ebony are all outside because Shane is outside. And this one, I'm so classy, I don't even have this in a project bag. I just stick it back in the, the packet that the pattern come in. I'm classy like that. All right, the next one that I have to share with you is another pre-August 19 start. This is Chatelaine Evening in the Park. Excuse me. I have not worked on this at all this year. So this, I'm stitching this. I bought this as a full complete kit from European Cross Stitch. This, so it's got all of the recommended silks. There are way too many different types of silks. Glorianas, needlepoint silks. There's so many silks, I can't name them all. And all of the beads and the Swarovski crystals and everything like that. It's being stitched on 32 count dark cobblestone linen. And as I said, I've done nothing on this year at all. So this is where we're up to on this one. This one I'm planning on doing all of the crosses and the speciality stitches and leaving the beading till last. Like, I love the colours on this. So if you've watched my 2024 plans video, you would know that this piece. Oh, and this piece, just, you know, sidetrack. This piece is in a bag by Nicole from Lee Design Studios. I can't show you the front of the bag. It's a vinyl fronted bag, or I might be able to show you the front of the bag once I get the piece back in there because the pattern's like front and center. But if you watch my 2024 plans video, you will see that this year it is series stitching year, and Sal's and Stanley. And I already have my 2025 plans mapped out. That's Christmas 365 in 2025. I am doing Christmas all year round in 2025. So maybe 2020, oh, and Stanley's also going to get worked on in 2025 because I want to finish him by the end of 2025. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't met Stanley, you will meet him shortly because he is in the WIP pile. And yeah, maybe the Chatelaines will get worked on in 2026, maybe, because I have two. So yeah, that's the front of that bag. Okay, I'm trying to put stuff so they don't fall. All right, another one that I have not done any work on at all this year, and it is, again, is a start prior to August 2019. I stitch Hardanger. I love Hardanger. And this is a large Hardanger tablecloth from the Nordic needle. It's from the award-winning Designs in Hardanger Embroidery 2004. So I've got a label there that's got my address on it. And I'm stitching this one here, down here. So this one is being stitched on a humongous piece, and it's 55 inches square of linen. As I said, I've done no work on this at all this year. Maybe once we've moved next year and we've settled down, who knows, but yeah, as of right now. So as you can see, it's just a whole pile of cream on cream cluster blocks. It's just, and I've done one little inner circle. So yeah, that's where we're at with this one. This one's going to take me years. And then I started to go down a little bit. So yeah, it is a huge piece of fabric. I do love it though. And it is going to be gorgeous when it's stitched. And I was lucky enough to see the lady who actually stitched this piece and won an award for it. She came from Wollongong. And she was part of the Wollongong Embroiderers Guild. And several years ago, I was fortunate enough, they had the Wollongong chapter of the Embroiderers Guild had a show on down at Datto, which is a suburb of Wollongong. And the lady actually had the tablecloth on display. And I actually got to meet her. And again, this is in a really classy bag. But yeah, I got to meet her and like see this in person, and it was stunning. It was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, really fortunate that I got to see it in person. Okay, this next piece, and that was WIP number 4. So we're up to that was number 4. WIP number 5 is Spring Sampler by it's a Jalynn kit. Designer is Sandy Orton. Again, this was a start prior to August of 2019, and I have not stitched on this year. This is what it's going to look like. There are 4 of these in the series. These are the other 4. I actually have all 4 of these as the Jalynn kits. However, I have substituted out, the fabric was 14 count Aida, and there are so many fractional stitches in this piece. I did not want to stitch it on 14 count Aida. So I got, I think it's either 28 or 32 count like ivory coloured even weave. But as I said, I've done no stitching on this at all this year. And this is where we're at with this one. This one, and I'll show you close up, I'm planning on doing all of the crosses and fractional stitches, and then I'll go back and do all of the, there's lots and lots of back stitching. It's the back stitching that brings these to life. So I'll just do where we're at with this one. This one's really lovely. I would like eventually to and again, this one's in a really classy classy bag. I would, and I don't know why I have them in these bags, because I do have lots of gorgeous project bags, but sometimes, you know, it would be really nice to finish all 4 of these and have them hanging behind where I plan to film in my new craft room in the new house. But, you know, it's going to take years. But you've got to have a plan, right? So, yeah, that is project number 5. Project number 6 is another one that I have not stitched on at all this year. This is in a project bag made from Taryn by Teaser Handmaids. It's in a Harry Potter bag. So this one is Sydney by Thea Gouverneur, and from, you know, the lady who designs for Victoria House Sampler. So this is it here. So I'm stitching mine on white, and this, again, it comes as a whole complete kit. I'm stitching mine on white linen, and I think it is 36 count linen, I think. And it is stitched using 1 strand over 2. But again, I haven't stitched on this at all this year, so this is where we're at. So you can see I've done 1 building. That is the bottom. That is the bottom rail. No, that is the bottom part of, I think that's the bottom part of the Queen Victoria building, and that's the start of one of the sails of the Opera House. So I do enjoy, it's a huge piece of fabric. Like, look at this piece of fabric. It's enormous. I do enjoy stitching on this very, oh, there's needles going flying. I do enjoy stitching on this very much when I do stitch on it. I've got thread everywhere. Just try and, I really admire those people who can make their WIP parades look oh so elegant. Oh, that's not me. I am as far from elegant as you can get. So I'll put this one back. And again, this will not get worked on next year. It is not in the plans. Next year. This year, we are already in 2024. Gail, get with the program. Honestly. All right. So the next one is my Stanley. This is the Fish Juggler. It is original artwork by Randal Spangler, and original artwork by Randal Spangler, designed by Heaven and Earth Design. It is a full coverage. I have been working on this since 2010. So this is what he's going to look like when he's finished. So I had all these grand plans. If you watch some of my earlier videos from like last year, 2023, I'm going to get him finished by the end of next year. Yeah, no, I sat and worked out all of the figures, which I've got my trusty little floss tube booklet. Now this piece altogether, it's 239,600 stitches. I have so far completed 172,032 stitches, which is 71.8%. I have 67,568 stitches to go. Now, I work full-time and I run a very busy household. We live on acreage here. My husband is away from work for a majority of the time, and, you know, we have animals, so I have those to look after as well as myself. And there is no way that I could get all of that done, as well as other bits and pieces, in 1 year, unless I worked on it exclusively. Then I would burn myself out and I would never want to stitch on it again. I don't want to do that because I do love this piece. So the plan is that I am going to hopefully stitch 650 stitches per week. If I get more done, bonus. But the plan is I'm going to stitch 650 stitches per week for the next 2 years, and he will be finished by the end of 2025. Hopefully, that is the plan. So that's what it's going to look like. He's being stitched on 18 count Aida, using all of the recommended DMC full cross 2/1. He's a beast. I love, and I've called him Stanley. Don't ask me why. He's been that ever since I've started stitching him. I'm going to have to roll back so you can see him more. And I don't think I can get him all in because he's huge. I can't even see. There you go. There you go. So that's where he's at the moment. Now I will come closer. So it's like holding a rug, because you know it's full coverage. I don't care what the back looks like as long as there's no knots. So when I get it framed, it's not bubbly. But so the back, it is very heavy. It's got a lot of heft to it. So I'll try and pull it back. We'll try and do a slow scroll. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Okay, we'll try that again, shall we? And that's where we're up to. Okay, so that is where we're at. Oh, there goes my one dog. Just bear with me 1 second. Hold on. Sorry, and what I should have mentioned is you'll see random photos put in of pieces. If I have stitched on them in 2023, I'll just put in a photograph of where it was at the beginning of January. Sorry, I should have said that, but I'm not going to restart the video just for that. Okay, so the next piece I have done some stitching on, and again, I have stitched on this year. This is a prior to August of 2019 start. This is Christmas Pals Ornaments. It is a dimensions kit. I'll insert a photograph of where it was at the beginning of January here. This is in a bag by Garon Stitchery. This is being stitched using the kit products. So it's 14 count white Aida with all of the recommended thread, full and half cross 2/1. That's where we're at. So this one, I am going to keep this one out. It is going to continue to be stitched on this year, along with all of my other 2024 plans. So even though I do have 2024 plans, I do want to get a couple of pieces finished from old WIPs, and I have at least three pieces in this WIP Parade that I would like to have finished in 2024, and this is one of them. So there we go. It's very cute. So we'll put him back. He won't go back in, he'll go in the Magical Tub of Wonder, which again, if you watch my 2024 plans video, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, so this next piece was started on the 3rd of August 2019. This is another Hardanger piece. This is being stitched out of the Diamond Designs in Hardanger Embroidery by Vaughnie Oliveri. And it is this piece here, this Art Deco style piece. I'm stitching this using 28 count Ecru even weave, using DMC pearl thread size 8. And it is a long table runner. So hopefully you can, I can't even see what you're seeing, but hopefully you can see all of that. So we'll go along the top. As I said, it is a very long piece. Then we come along the bottom. Oops. All right. So this one is going to stay out. I was going to keep another Hardanger piece in the Tub of Wonder to do, because yeah, for those of you who have just stumbled upon my WIP video and have never watched me before, my husband and I are moving at the end of next year to rural South Australia. We currently live in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales, so it's 1,200 kilometres away. We've bought a 5.8 acre plot of land. There's no buildings on it. We've got to build our house first, and then we've got to move. It's 1,200 kilometres from here. So all of this room is going to get packed up except for my desk, because I do work from home. So my desk here and my computers, everything else is going to get packed up except for what I have in tubs to work on. And this will be in there. This bag was made for me using William Morris fabric by my lovely stitchy friend Karen. And this piece resides in this bag. So again, that will be put down, not to be put away per se, but will be there. All right, and that one I had done some stitching on that one, so hopefully I will have already inserted a photo of where it was at. This is another one that I have done some stitching on this year. This is Hands On Design, Let It Snow Bungalow. This was started on the 4th of the 11th, 2019. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. So what I will do, I will insert a photograph of what this looked like as of the 1st of January 2023 here. So this is being stitched on 32 count chalkboard linen using all of the recommended DMC and fancy floss as per the chart. Oh, this is where we're at. It's just a sea of white at the moment. So all of the white. So this one will not get stitched on this year, 2024. It will be stitched on in 2025 because of, you know, Christmas 365 in 2025. And this is in a bag by So Much to Love. All right, next. This is, again, I have not worked on this one at all this year, so I will not share a beginning of the year photo. This is Grimm's Fairy Tale Sale by Clouds Factory. This was started on the 14th of January 2020. So it's going to look like when it's finished. So I bought this as a complete kit from Clouds Factory. It is being stitched on 32 count jade linen by Picture This Plus using all of the recommended DMC and fancy floss that is in that came in the kit. It's full cross. It is 2/2, and that's where we're up to so far. It's very cute. I like a good Clouds Factory picture. Got a few Clouds Factory kits. And this is in a bag by Silks For You with a zipper pull by Kerry, the creative curator. So I was at the 2019 Mittagong Stitches Retreat, and Silks For You were there, and they had lots of gorgeous project bags, and this is one of their project bags. So I just have to have a sip of coffee because I've been chatting. All right, so the Grimm's Fairy Tale Sale was WIP number 11. WIP number 12, I have not worked on this one at all this year, so again, there will be no starting photograph as of the beginning of 2023. This is The Shores of Hook Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. I started this as my birthday sale back on the 18th of July, 2020. I am stitching this on 28 count even weave in the colourway Vanilla Latte from Jay's X Stitch. And I'm stitching this using all of the recommended DMC, full cross 2/2. And I have still got thread. Okay, so this is where we're at so far with this one. So I have finished block 1. Block 2 is finished. Block 3 is finished. Block 4 is under construction. And the big double block 6 and 7 is done. So that's where we're at with this one. I finished a large hook run. I finished a hook run hollow in 2023. I did the village of Hook Run Hollow, and I have Halloween at Hook Run and Shores of Hook Run on the go at the moment. This is all in a bag by Nicole from Divinely Design Studios. Purpose made for me for this this start. She makes beautiful bags, just saying. Okay, and WIP number 13. I have not stitched on this at all this year. This is a chart called Stitchy Witchy from out of the Stony Creek Cross Stitch magazine. This was part of DD Spooktober in 2020, 19th of October 2020. I started this. This is what it's going to look like. I'm not stitching mine on purple. I'm actually stitching mine on a random overdyed piece of Ada that I had in my stash. I'm using all of the recommended DMC and Fancy Floss. It's full cross. It is 2/1. And that's where we're at. That's what it looks like. So it's a perfect, sorry, I iron nothing. So if you're offended by non-iron fabric, I do apologise. And that is a perfect rendition of what this colour looks like, the fabric. So it is beautiful, and that's where we're up to. So I do like this piece. And again, another fancy bag. That's how I roll. So we have that one. Just go onto the pile. All right, now we are up to WIP number 14. I am trying to pick these off the pile now without having the whole pile go boom. All right, so this is another WIP. It's a Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. Again, this was started as part of Spooktober in Vaughnie Design Studios. She does Spooktober every October. 30th of the 10th, 2020. It is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. This is being stitched on, again, 28 count Vanilla Latte by Jay's X Stitch. And I'm using all of the recommended DMC full cross 2/2. And I have fully completed block 1. And I have the surrounds for block 2 and block 6 and 7 in the middle. But yeah, I've only finished that block only. So when I do stitch on these, I do love them. And I've made a teeny tiny start on block 2. When I do stitch on these, I do love them a lot. But they're not going to get any work done over the next couple of years because, as I said, you know, serious stitching, Sal's and Stanley next year, and then Christmas 365 in 2025. This is in another bag by Nicole from Vaughnie Design Studios. So, don't fall. All right, so the next one, again, I have not stitched on this at all in 2023. And again, I've got it in a really fancy project bag. This one is by Blackbird Designs. It's the Loose Feathers Seasons. I'm calling it the Seasons Trilogy. There are 3 of these in the series. There is Summer. And summer is the one that I've started on. There is autumn and there is winter. So the reason why I'm calling this Seasons Trilogy is I'm stitching it all on one piece of fabric. I'm stitching on 28 count iced coffee even weave by Sew It All Australia. And I'm using all of the recommended DMC threads, full cross 2/2. It's a huge piece of fabric, but there you have it. And that's where I'm up to. But again, I have not worked on this at all this year. But again, I don't have that many Blackbird designs in my in my stash, but I do really like those. I think this one was started, my lovely Rebel Stitchers who I catch up with every Friday night, my stitching sisters. Hello, my stitching sisters. We all decided to stitch on designs by Blackbird Designs, and I think all the other ladies have finished theirs, and I'm the only one that's still going. So, which is unusual because normally I'm finished mine. But anyway, hey ho. All right. This one is WIP number 16. This one I have done some work on this year. This is Winter's Wisdom by Cottage Garden Samplings. This is it here. Now, I have done work on this year, so I will share a photo of where it was at as of the 1st of January 2023 here. Okay, It is currently in a bag by Tizo Handmaids, another Harry Potter bag. If you're also new to the channel and haven't watched before, I'm a massive Harry Potter head. Like, I'm a massive Harry Potter head. I love Harry Potter. This one has had a little bit of work done on it this year. I've actually had to stitch cotton fabric on it because I have all 12 of these. I'm going to make them into a quilt. Once I've finished, I've stitched the first 2. This is the 3rd in the series. And I cut the fabric just so I have a small border to stitch, and I didn't leave enough thought for putting it into a Q-snap. So it's being stitched. It was started on the 11th of December 2020. It's being stitched on 32 count beige swirl linen using the recommended DMC full cross 2/2, and that's where we're up to. So if I haven't already done so, I will insert a photo of where it was at the beginning of January 2023 here. If I always forget to do that. Bits of thread everywhere. I love doing WIP parades, but I really don't like the prep to do them. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. This one is going to stay out because hopefully I'm going to get a finish on this one this year in 2024. So that one can stay out. All right, this next one, I have done no work on this at all this year. But it is going into the Magical Tub of Wonders because, you know, you never know, I might get some stitches on it. But who am I kidding? I probably won't, because Christmas 365 in 2025. So this was my last start for 2020. I started this on the 31st of December 2020. It is a full coverage Heaven and Earth design done by HAED and Ciro Marchetti. It's called Christmas 2. That's what it's going to look like when it's finished. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm stitching this on 18 count Ada full cross 2/1 on, oh yeah, 18 count Ada, yeah. That's what I'm up to on this one. So I don't think he'll go back in the Tub of Wonder. I think this one will go in the shelf because it'll come out for Christmas 365 in 2025. And this one, this is a fabric nappy made for me by Nicole from Divine Design Studios. Because there is so much fabric and I do not want to get it dirty, she made this fabric nappy for me to hang on to all the extra fabric. Then the bag that I have all of my threads in was a bag that was made for me as a Christmas gift from Jenny Trask, Jenny _stitches. Thank you for that, Jenny. And then the actual project bag, again, is made from a panel by Nicole from Divine Design Studios, which is lovely. Alright, that one can sit there because that one has to have a little bit more stuff done to pack him away. So I'll just leave him there for now. Okay. The next one, oh, I'm such a bad friend. Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42, sorry. Stitchy Witch 42. Audrey, I love you, but I'm really sorry. I've been really, really slack with this sale. This is, again, I've done no work on this at all in 2023. This is Moon Charm by Mandarin Designs. This is a sale that I was doing with Audrey. Started on the 1st of the 1st, 2021. I'm stitching mine on 28 count Lilac Cloud Even Weave by Sew It All Australia. And this is where we're up to on this one. I'm such a bad friend. Sorry, Audrey. I will get back to it. It is a lovely piece. I'm a shocker. And this is in a bag made for me by Taryn from Tizo Handmaids. I stitched the Mittagong Stitches Retreat logo on it, and Taryn very kindly made it into a project bag for me. And the fabric that I stitched this logo on is from my lovely friend Juliet from Crafted by Juliet. So she bought, I actually met Juliet, that's where I first met Juliet, at the Mittagong Stitches Retreat, and she bought a whole pile of her fabric. And I thought the logo would look really good stitched on that, and Silks for You were there as well at the retreat, and I bought a hank of black silk. So I stitched the thing, mind you, the poor little gum nut, the gum leaf, the some of the threads have pulled on it over the years, but yeah, All right. Next one, I have done no stitching on this at all, this year at all. This is, oh, we've got slidage, people. Saved. Okay, this, I haven't stitched on this at all this year. This is WIP number 19. This is the Twisted Band Sampler by Northern Expressions Needlework. I did start this originally on the 5th of the 2nd, 2021. I was stitching it using a Be Stitch Me linen and white silk from Silks For You, but I didn't like how it was looking. So what I did, this is going to be a restart. So what I did, I purchased some 32 count flax Belfast linen, which is what it's recommended to be stitched on. And I purchased all the, I can never say this, Soldage silks. So it's going to be a restart when I do end up stitching it. So this is in a bag, and I can never remember who this bag is from. I do apologise. From a lovely lady over in the US. I purchased a couple of her bags. I've got a couple of her Christmas bags as well. This is a it's a Halloween themed bag, but it's a beautiful bag. Look at that. And that's the front of the bag. It's a beautiful bag. I love this bag. All right, so we have this one. This one I have done a very small amount of stitching on this year. This is WIP number 20. This is Coffee Sampler by Our Forest Embroidery. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. So what I will do, I will share a photo of what it looked like as at the 1st of January 2023 here. So this is being stitched on 28 count Lavender Ice Even Weave by Jay's X Stitch using the recommended DMC threads, full cross 2/2, and that's where we're up to. So yeah, I do like this one. I do stitch on it, but again, haven't stitched much on it. And this is in another bag from Nicole from Witchy Design Studios. We're nearly done. This isn't WIP number 20, so we've got 6 more to go. So not that many left to go. Okay, this next one I have also done a little bit of stitching on this year. This is Crosswords by Long Dog Samplers. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. So what I will do, I will insert a photograph of what it looked like as at the 1st of January 2023 here. So this one, I'm stitching this using a 16 count Ada in the colourway Boysenberry and Custard that was hand dyed by Juliet from Crafted by Juliet, and I'm using black silk from Silks For You. Now I did that because I want the fabric to shine on this piece, and this is where we're up to. But look at this fabric. Isn't this fabric absolutely glorious? Love this fabric. And that's where we're at so far with this one. So did a little bit of stitching on this one, and this one is in a bag, again made by Taryn from Teaser Handmaids. So again, apologies, but I do have to make sure that I put everything back in the bags as I go. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a very, very ugly looking mess. Okay, this is an, oh, it's slippage everywhere. What is going on? Okay. This one I have done a little bit of stitching on, not a great deal. This is my one Mirabilia that I'm working on. It's Winter White Santa. That's what he's going to look like when he's finished. So what I'll do, I'll share a photograph of what it looked like as of the 1st of January 2023 here. So this one was started on the 10th of October 2021. I'm stitching this using 32 count linen in the colourway Beautiful Blizzard by Fabric Flair. I bought this fabric from Garon Stitchery. I'm using all of the recommended threads, DMC and otherwise, full cross 2/2, and that's where we're up to. So not a huge amount from last time, but that's where we're up to. So this one will get put away, and this one is in a bag by Tizo Handmaids. This one will get put away and it will be pulled out to be worked on Christmas 365 in 2025. Sorry about that. Gracie was barking and you did not want to hear that. All right, this piece, this I have not stitched on at all this year. This is my 100 block black work piece that I purchased from an Etsy seller called Designed by Dragonfly. That's what it's going to look like when it's finished. So this one is being stitched on 18 count black Aida using one strand of Silks For You PR 098. I do apologise, there is loose threads on it, but hey ho, there you go. So that's where we're up to on this one. I'll show you in its entirety, but that's where we're up to so far on this one. So yeah, I haven't done any work at all on this one whatsoever. This one is only a little small piece. It's in a small little bag by Silks For You. So yeah, it was started on the 6th of November 2021, that one. All right, so the final three pieces, I have worked on these in 2023. This next piece was my my start for my 50th birthday, and it was anything like Hawaiian or beach themed. This is Hawaiian Garden Mandala by Chatelaine. So for this one, I bought this as a full complete kit from European Cross Stitch, except for the fabric. The fabric I'm stitching it on is 32 count Belfast linen in the colourway Phantom from Picture This Plus. And this one I was stitching on this year, happily, merrily going along until I had to do this pineapple. And this pineapple has to be repeated 4 times, you know, Chatelaine, Mandala Garden. People were saying it was the Jessica flowers that gave them grief. They were a cakewalk. It was this pineapple that gave me grief, traumatised me. I will get back to this, but not next year. But that's where we're up to. Oh, did I show you a photo of where it was as at the beginning of January 2023? Here. If I already have, apologise. But yeah, that's what it looks like. This pineapple gave me so much grief. But yeah, that's where we're at with this one. So this one will not be stitched at all this year. Let's see where I'm up to. Fold her up. And this one is in a bag purpose made for me by Nicole from Divinely Design Studios. I found this fabulous pineapple fabric on Spoonflower and asked Nicole if she would make me a couple of bags, and she did. She made this bag and the next bag for the next project I'm about to share with you. So this next project was from 2022. I started it on the 5th of October 2022. It's another Hardanger piece. It is the Hardanger Runner in Hardanger A Growing Tradition by Elaine J. Holm and Marion D. Keeper. I'm stitching this one here. So I'll share a photo of where it was as at the beginning of January 2023 here. So this one I'm stitching on 28 count Monica linen in the colourway Wood Violet, using DMC Pearl 8 and Pearl 12 in the colourways 3042. And, sorry, it's another long one. Oh, that's the side. Ha! All right, so hopefully you can see this one. yeah, still a lot to do on this one, but that's okay. I do Hardanger when I need to do something that's monotonous and I don't really need to think about it. And as I said, this is in another pineapple bag by Nicole from Witchy Design Studios with all of the little bits and pieces that she made for me that went with it, which was lovely. And WIP number 26, lucky last. This is my only WIP that I have that is outstanding that I started in 2023 and carrying over. This was started on the 7th of October 2023. It is my Robin Christmas stocking by Doreen Jones. I am making new Christmas stockings for both my husband and myself when we move into the new house. I had made shepherd's bush stockings many years ago that we still use, but I've decided since we're moving I want to make new stockings. So this one, I'm stitching this on a piece of 28 count white even weave using all of the recommended DMC threads, a full and half cross 2/2. This is where we're at with this piece. And this piece will be carried over and will be stitched on in 2024. I love Doreen Jones. I just love her pieces. So this is where we're at. Very pretty. And all of this kit is being stored in a bag from Nicole from Witchy Design Studios as part of her Patreon. She has a Patreon page, and as part of the Patreon she has a bag of the month tier, and every month you get a bag of the month, a gift, a sweet treat, and something to drink. And this is one of those bags. Look at that bag, isn't it beautiful? Beautiful bag. So that one's going to stay out. So that is my WIP Parade for 2023. Thank you so much for hanging around. If you've hung around to the end, I really do appreciate you sticking around. 2024, as I said, have a look at the series stitching plans video for 2024. I'm going to make a start on 2 new pieces today once I have edited the video and got it uploaded. I am going to be starting 2 new starts, so that's going to be very exciting. But I do appreciate you hanging around to look at my 26 WIPs. Not as many WIPs as some, but it's still very time consuming, and now I've got a whole table full of things to put away. But thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And as I said before, if you're new to the channel and you've just stumbled across this WIP Parade, you know, and if you like what you see, I really do hope that you'd consider subscribing and hitting the little bell icon so that you know when I post videos. And I do post videos regularly every 2 weeks. I do an update video. But anyway, I hope 2024 is full of happiness and health for everybody and your family. So stay safe and well. Happy crafting, everyone. And I look forward to seeing all of your progress on all of your pieces in 2024. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.